Alright, let's talk about curtain tracks, also known as drapery systems. These are a popular alternative to roller blinds, offering a softer, more luxurious aesthetic. Whether you're dressing a large window or a patio door, ShadowEMEA drapery systems, powered by Crestron QMT Technology, will give you a lot of flexibility. Those motorized curtain tracks are also an excellent choice for achieving complete blackout, especially in bedrooms or hospitality spaces, while still maintaining a soft and refined design. Now, curtains have to be provided and installed by your own curtain maker. ShadowEMEA only provide the motorized tracks. One useful feature on this track though is the touch motion feature, which means that if a user tries to move the curtains manually, whether intentionally or by mistake, the motor will safely detect the action and continue the movement in the intended direction. It protects the mechanism and maintains system integrity. With regards of the mounting options, curtain tracks can be ceiling mounted using a cam lock bracket for direct installation, or wall mounted with an adjustable L bracket for flexible installation. They can also be mounted in curtain pockets that have to be built by client and must accommodate curtains clearance. More on this later. Tracks can be left or right draw, as well as center draw. There are some possibilities for asymmetric draw as well, and of course can be part of a dual system where you have a track for sheer and a track for blackout at the front. We have two types of curtain styles available: pinch pleat, classic gathered pleats for traditional elegance when the fabric is mounted at the front of the track, hiding the track, and can also contribute to blocking light leakage coming from the top. Then we have wave, modern wave-like design using eyelet, available in 80% fullness with 80mm wave for a more relaxed, shallower folds, or 100 and 120% fullness with 60mm wave for a denser, luxurious ripples. The great thing about ShadowEMEA tracks is that the same Crestron QMT motor will be used on every of the following track configuration. First, straight tracks for standard window span or wall-to-wall applications, clean and simple with smooth linear movement. Straight tracks have a maximum length of 6 meters without splice and can go up to 9.8 meters with a splice, with a maximum of 2 splices max per track. Bend tracks for bay windows or corners with a 45 or 90-degree bends. 45-degree bend track has a minimum bend radius of 483mm or 19 inches. Curved tracks for a continuous curved application. With a 3-meter minimum arc radius, curved track can be built in length up to 6 meters or 20 feet. Splices are not recommended on a curved track. S-curve drapery tracks can be made only by splicing 2 bends together and must have a straight section at each end of the curves where they meet in order to place the splice. That straight track section must be 254mm minimum or 10 inches before and after the splice. Please note that templates are required for all curved drapery tracks and custom bend tracks. To help you out on how to make a template, you can refer to this Crestron document here. ShadowEMEA also provides a dedicated curtain track pocket or profile that allows the track to be recessed cleanly into the ceiling. This makes specifying and installing recessed application easier and ensure a beautiful integrated finish. Now, for the measurements of curtain track application, here are a few points to consider. The first one is that since dealers will work with curtain workroom or interior designers for the supply and install of the curtains, please ensure that templates and track requirements are communicated clearly to the curtain makers. Then, ideally, always measure the width of the track at installation height. Next, you need to consider for the curtain stack back, also known as curtain bunch. As a rule of thumb, when the curtain is open, the stack back will still occupy a third of the total length of the track. Therefore, on the center draw, stack back will occupy a sixth on both sides. Ideally, the stack back should sit on adjacent walls to preserve the view. To find out how long your track should be, so when the curtain is open, it will completely clears the view, multiply the width of the window by 1.5. This will give you the track length to use for your budget quote. If it partially covers the window, please discuss this visually with the client to set expectations. In any case, please make sure to discuss this with your curtain maker, as sometimes fabric and style can influence the final amount of stack back. And use this agreed track length in your final order. It's common practice to install motorized curtain tracks inside a pocket, a ceiling recess, or behind a pelmet, typically built on site by others. The great enhancement is to install a LED strip inside the pocket, which creates a striking visual effect by softly illuminating the curtains when closed. To build those pockets or recess, please make sure to communicate clearances for your curtain system using those documents here for single and dual curtain tracks. Or this one here, more specific to wave track, showing details for 60 and 80mm waves. Drapery tracks offer a beautiful and functional alternative to roller blinds. With Crestron QMT motors and ShadowEMEA's tailored mounting and control options, you can deliver elegant, fully integrated curtain solutions for every type of space. See you on the next training module.